I used to think I was lazy. I thought something was wrong with me. I had the ideas, I had the plans, I built solid routines, but for some reason I couldn't even execute properly. And the scary part is that I didn't even realize when this was happening to me over and over again. Let me ask you something. If you know what to do, why aren't you doing it right now? Let me be honest with you guys. From the outside, everything seemed proper. I was watching the videos, I was learning from AI, I was creating content, and I was doing everything right. But deep down, I knew I was just avoiding something bigger that would move the needle. As you guys can see the pattern, outside everything seemed fine, but internally it was a mess. I would wake up tired after sleeping for 8 hours. I would consume content when I had to reach out to potential clients. I would choose to organize my files and all the notes instead of doing the things that would actually make sense. And guess what? By the end of it all, I would lose the drive and hit the restart button again. I would then go on to build new routines, new systems, new habits, and then I would repeat this loop over and over again. And I never ever learned my lesson until I started analyzing things. I'm not gonna lie, there were even moments where I actually thought that, is this really me? Am I destined to actually not do anything? The thoughts that run in your head is scary. But here's where it got worse, guys. The first problem was I couldn't focus properly. Not because I didn't want to, it was because my attention was scattered. I had vague tasks that were set and I didn't know what to do. And so that's why I couldn't define anything. I would open my laptop to check one thing, then my attention would go somewhere else. I would go into that file or whatever that is. I would start doing research or start doing the work. Then just like that, 40 minutes would have passed. The second problem was I was tired all the time. Not physically, but mentally. Even the simple tasks felt heavy, guys. So that's why I would do something else. I would rather watch a YouTube video than doing the actual work. And we all know that more content doesn't mean anything if you don't put in the action. And I was stuck in this loop. Third problem was that my ambitions kept getting bigger over and over again, while the operator, which is me, stayed at the same level. So every time I tried to level up, I had this natural thing that was pulling me down inside me. Subconsciously, your brain knows that, but consciously, you do not know that. Why? Because you never sat down and analyzed yourself. And so instead of fixing myself, I started blaming it. I thought I lacked consistency and discipline, so I used to beat myself down. And then it clicked. The problem was never consistency, never discipline, never motivation, never learning more information, but rather it was the system that I was operating on. I had information but no execution capacity, ambition but no internal stability. And that's exactly why nothing stuck. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to what your nervous system can handle. And let me tell you, no one talks about this. Everyone talks about how building new systems, new discipline, new routines will save you. But let me tell you, if your nervous system is not in the baseline and if it is not regulated properly, you cannot sustain anything, my friend. It's crazy how nobody talks about this. Why? Because it's boring and unsexy, and this doesn't sell. Those gurus trying to sell you all the courses want to show you the fabulous routine, the fabulous systems. But let me tell you, bro, those things sell, sure. But what I'm teaching you guys, it's boring, and that's why it doesn't sell. But that's where the real progress and real growth lives. When you understand this and when you implement this in your own life, your growth will be exponential. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you don't rebuild the operator running your business, you will always keep restarting. You will always find excuses saying that you need more information, more discipline, more motivation, and all other things that you can think about. Just know that your content, your strategy, and your current routines are perfectly fine. And that's not the bottleneck that is keeping you stuck. It's way deeper than that, guys. It's something that fixes your performance on a deeper level so that it's not just temporary. It stands the test of time. It's something that fixes how you perform, not just what you know. And if this feels like I'm calling out you, then I've got something special for you. You can get access to my performance builder. The link will be in the description. I've put together all the fruitful resources you need to operate at the highest realm of human echelon. And before I go, I want you to think about this. How long are you gonna stay stuck when you know you're capable of more and when you know you're destined for greatness? That, my friend, is a question you must answer. Peace.